Next, we have one that, in my opinion, this one-of-one black die cut should be worth way more than that orange Dunrose one, but it just shows you the fickle nature of one-of-ones. One-of-ones do this weird psychological thing to people where it sets off an insane FOMO in certain people's brains at certain times. I know for sure because it's happened to me. There's only one of them. It'll never come up on the auction place ever again. It makes sense. Sometimes there's a lot of people FOMOing, sometimes there's not. Here's a one-of-one. This would have been a really good buy in my opinion. Now we have one that would personally be my choice for the money. Really cool card. It's an NFL Shield patch auto, one-of-one. Super sick, out of not such a bad product, and it's a very reasonable price for a card like this. This is the one that I would buy. Now we have the True Mosaic Auto one-of-one. Again, probably about the third or fourth best product out there. This is the real deal one-of-one. Makes sense why it's $800. I actually think this is very reasonably priced. Now, shockingly enough, this is a Nebula, which normally commands a premium. Yet again, I'm going to go back to the thing where the pricing is definitely not linear. None of this really makes sense. Ton of things about auctions are completely random. So if you're there on that day, when there's not a lot of huge bidders around, you can really capitalize. That's why being in the sports market game, especially on eBay, is of value, and values can be had. Be mindful of this when looking on eBay. This is a 5 out of 5, but the guy wrote 1 out of 1. I've been sort of fooled sometimes. You want to make sure that you stay away from these. I don't really like the fact that people put these in the listing. I think it's kind of scummy and misleading, but whatever. Another one that's reasonably priced is certified one-of-one, cool picture, black. I like it. There's another Mosaic Auto. This is not the base card. This is some sort of an insert. Always be mindful. Products like Mosaic or Spectra, they have a lot of cards that aren't the base card and will generally be worth significantly less. So just make sure you know that going in. And here we have a very, very real deal one-of-one. It's not his best card ever, possibly his second best card ever. It's the FOTL exclusive one-of-one, which definitely do not sell for as much as the real black finite one-of-one. And here I'm going to illustrate exactly how absurd this market can be, and for zero reason whatsoever, the differing of price from day to day. That's why it makes sense to be around, look for the low auctions, etc. October 19th, one-of-one gold vinyl out of the Panini VIP packs, $778. And literally just 1 month before, with nothing material changing in his game or the team or anything, this card sold for literally 3 times as much. That is crazy. That is why I love eBay. That is why I love bidding on sports cards. And this was a tale of one-of-ones, the hobby.